What's up, guys? It's Colton Lindsay here. Guys, I haven't done a live stream in a little while. I went to Denver last weekend, a weekend ago, and then I got home and got hit with the gambusia and I was sick, and so I just didn't feel like doing anything really as far as streaming. I wanted to give my observation that I'm seeing with inside of the real estate market and the real estate community. One of the things I hashtagged, and I probably screwed it up in the spelling because there's a long hashtag, let's be honest, and those thumbs on an iPhone, it's easy to mess up. So I put hashtag buyers are sellers and so are liars. No, I goofed that. Hashtag buyers are liars and so are sellers. And I learned that phrase from a really great real estate agent nearly a decade ago named Alan Karras. I'm actually doing transactions with him today, and it's really cool to learn from people like him. However, one of the things that I'm really starting to recognize and witness in this market, number one, sellers are getting extremely greedy right now. Really greedy right now, because they can put their house on the market and they can get 3 or 4 or 5 offers in just a matter of hours. And so they want to keep asking ridiculous numbers, even if they know that the appraisals aren't going to be supported. And it really doesn't matter where you price the home right now, you're going to sell the house if you're even within 10% of reason. The challenges with that is, as real estate agents, we want to complain that the appraisers are, we got a buyer and a seller coming to terms. Why can't we find value? Well, the truth is, if we adjust values too quickly, it will make a dangerous market, in which we're actually starting to see. Buyers are liars, just like sellers, and because they're getting needier more than ever. And as a real estate agent, if you're not getting a buyer into a house within the first 30 to 45 days, you're going to actually have disgruntled buyers, and it's a challenge. You might have noticed this. It's very difficult to find homes for buyers right now, and it's just because homes, they're not available clear across the country. There's low inventory. So what happens is, if you can't get a buyer into a house in the first 30 to 45 days, instead of blaming the market, they're going to start blaming you as the real estate agent. And so they get needier right now because they have fewer choices. And so they want to get a house, they want to get the right house, but they also want a good deal. And it's like, how do I get a good deal if I have to compete against 15 other buyers, right? So buyers are becoming needier. That's the second thing. Real estate agents, more and more real estate agents are getting licensed and getting back into the market. There's money going around, the market's hot, of course they want to get back in. You're getting even small-time builders, they're getting real estate licenses to sell their products. What's happening though are these real estate agents are unprepared for this market. They just don't have the skill set, they don't have the knowledge, they don't have the understanding of how to negotiate these transactions. And so as a skilled real estate agent, it makes your job even more challenging, and it makes it even more important to follow a system, to follow a process that's going to allow you to create success for your business and success for your clients. Okay, and understand that right now there's a lot of false money going around. What I mean by that is, the only reason the economy is doing so great is because of a thing called quantitative easing that's happened time and time again. It is paused right now, with the Feds raising the rates, but quantitative easing is basically taking and printing money into existence. So as we print money into existence, it makes appear that there's more money to go around. It makes it appear that buyers can buy more things now. And the reality is there's just more fake money into this market, which then tags the phrase, is the money flowing into your account or is it flowing into someone else's account? And when it is flowing in, if it is flowing into your account, what are you doing to manage those digits right now? Because there are sick amounts of money being put out there. There's sick amounts of people fighting over that money. Even if it doesn't appear that they're actually fighting over the money, sellers getting greedier, that means they're fighting over it. Buyers getting needier, that means they're fighting over it. Agents being unskilled and unprepared but getting into this business to try and make some money, that means they're fighting over the money. Everyone's going to be fighting over the money, which I would say right now, and I've been in the business 11 years, real estate, I would say now a person needs a real estate agent now more than ever. Real estate agents, for the most part, aren't even understanding how to work multiple offer situations. Can you imagine a seller or a buyer dealing with this for the very first time? Most agents are dealing with it for the first time, but now a buyer and a seller that doesn't even deal with real estate on the regular anyways has to deal with it for the first time. Of course they need our help. People need help to buy and sell real estate today, now more than ever, because we're going to continue to see multiple offer situation in most major markets across the country. As long as the inventory stays low, as long as interest rates stay where they're at, which I don't foresee them going up. I know we hear rumors of them going up, but I just don't quite think that we can go up. You push it up, even though we have strong, supposedly, employment rates right now, we don't have an increasing amount of what people are actually getting paid. So just because someone has a job today doesn't mean that we're earning more as a community. And if you can't earn more, but houses are going up, it means your affordability doesn't go up with the prices of homes. Your affordability stays the same. Therefore, people are going to get needier and sellers are going to get greedier, and more agents are going to not know how to deal with this business in the market that we're in. So what I would recommend is, if you're a seller, listen to your experienced real estate agent. Make sure to hire someone with a track record, someone that's selling 50, 60, 75 homes a year. If you're dealing with an agent that's only sold 3 or 4 homes in the last year, you're setting yourselves up for failure. If you're a buyer, make sure you're working with a real estate professional that not only is great at what he does, but has a great team involved, clear from the lender that he works with to the transaction coordinator, to make sure that there's no balls dropped along the way, that you can win out in the multiple offer situation. I'll admit, in January, when I was unprepared for the multiple offer market, I lost probably 3 or 4 transactions. That was enough for me to back up and say, what's going on? Not one time since then have I lost in a multiple offer situation. I'll have 25 transactions closed by the end of April. Not only to mention, most of my transactions right now, as well as you guys know me as a listing agent, most of my transactions actually are buyers right now, because that's the way the market has shifted since the inventory is so low, and I still want to put deals together. And so I'm constantly having to educate these buyers that are needy and able to help them understand what we're dealing with. But I myself have to understand what I'm dealing with first. And if you as a real estate agent don't understand that, you need to go get with someone that does, and you need to learn exactly what this market is doing right now, because if not, you're going to fall behind. There is either real estate agents and people that are going to be extremely successful in this economy, and there's going to be those that are going to be extremely unsuccessful right now. There's no in between right now. There's no just being average. It's just not possible in this type of market. There is such an opportunity out there for everyone. However, you've got to be educated to be able to take advantage of that opportunity. If you're not, then I feel bad for you. And watch out for inexperienced real estate agents. It's going to happen. You're going to have inexperienced builders. You're going to have inexperienced contractors. You're going to have inexperienced real estate agents. You're going to have inexperienced loan officers right now, because most people have never dealt with this type of market. It's just hasn't happened before. We've had the boom back in 2003 to 2006 in Weber and Davis County market, but we've never actually experienced a market quite like this, where not only were we dealing with multiple offers, but we were dealing with lots of multiple offers, and we're dealing with multiple offers on every stinking transaction. It's not like just 1 or 2. I mean, I know one of my friends, you guys might know, Shannon Olson, she's in our market. She had one listing that had 17 offers. That's shit that doesn't happen in our market, but it is happening right now. And to be able to, how do you help a seller deal with 17 offers and to make sure that you actually get the most money and get a deal to close? I mean, that really is a lot more work than it sounds like. And it sounds like, hey, great, we got 17 offers and we got our pick. And you do, but how do you pick the right one, and how do you get it closed, and how do you capitalize on this? So watch out. Buyers are liars, and so are sellers. Sellers are getting needier. Sellers are getting greedier. Buyers are getting needier, and agents are getting less and less skilled in this type of market. And those agents that step up their game are going to be able to be extremely successful in this type of market as it begins to shift. There are probably parts of, along the coastlines, I would probably say that they're starting to see the shift. Parts of California that are ahead of most markets, that they're starting to see maybe fewer multiple offer situations. And that's a sign, as we see fewer multiple offer situations, that we're going to enter a declining market. So this really is a great time to sell. It's a great time to be a part of it. If you're not having a lot of success right now, go get with a coaching and training program that's going to help you out. If you're a real estate agent, go get with Fearless Agent. If you're just a person that wants to just learn how to be more financially savvy in this market, go get with New Peaks. It's a great training organization that I learn a lot with there. If you're not making money right now, you're doing something dramatically wrong. I want you to know that. Right now is the best time in the history of ever that I can think of that money is so easily earned, that is so easily won, whether it's through a network marketing company, whether it's in real estate, whether it's in investing. It does not matter. It's about how do I capture the currency into my fishing net, and it's very easy right now if you do it correctly and you do it with the right intentions. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and share if this is something that creates value for you guys, and understand we are in a very different shifting market. Okay, we'll see you guys. Thanks guys for watching another one of my YouTube videos. Go ahead and join me at winningtheinnergame.com. Join the Fight to Suck Less, and also do yourself a favor, subscribe right now to my channel. We'll see ya.